Hi everyone, this is Engineer Pat 5290 coming to you with a little video on an engine that I have seen recently. It has sparked a lot of interest. It is CSX GP38-2 number 2556. This engine looks a little bit different than your regular standard GP38-2, and we're going to be going over some of the differences with this unit today. This unit, as a matter of fact, was built for the Durham and Southern Railway. CSX GP38-22556 was built in December of 1972 as Durham and Southern GP38-2 number 2000. This was the class unit of the GP38-2s, and it also wore the Durham and Southern bicentennial paint scheme. Just to give you a little bit of history about the Durham and Southern Railway, they operated 59 miles of track extending southward from Durham to Dunn, North Carolina, which it connects with the old ACL Railway. The Durham and Southern was organized on January 13th, 1904, chartered under the laws of North Carolina on March 10th of 1905, and by 1906 it had been built and put into operation. The general officers were moved from Durham to Charlotte in 1931 and combined with the two of the Piedmont and Northern Railroad. These offices stayed in Charlotte until they were moved to Durham in August of 1954. And in 1952, the Nello L. Tier Company and the First Securities Corporation of both of Durham secured controlling interest in the DNS, and it was from this purchase that the above transfer made it back to Durham. The line continued to operate until November of 1981, and it was acquired by the Seaboard Coast Line and later folded into CSX. In December of 1987, CSX sold the Durham to Irwin segment to the Aberdeen and Rockfish, and the A&R chartered the Durham and Irwin Railway and started service on December 17th of 1987. On January 1st, 1990, it was merged into the Aberdeen and Rockfish, and in 2000, the Irwin mill closed and the Dunn-Irwin line was abandoned and the old right-of-way turned into a rail trail. So that's just a little bit of the history on the Durham and Southern. Nobody really talks about that railroad a whole lot because it was a small railroad and it was actually one of those unique local railroads. And as you see, this is a Durham and Southern GP38-2, and as you can see, there are some modifications that are different. The cab is still original. Most everything looks the same with the exception of a few differences. As you see, it has a smaller fuel tank compared to another GP38-2, like you would see. This is an ex-Conrail, for example. As you can see, it has the full-size fuel tank with two air tank vents on each side, and even the top vent that's right above the engine room. Now, as you can see with this shot of the Durham and Southern unit, the smaller fuel tank was for lighter axle loading. And you can see it has one big intake, air intake on the side of on each side of the unit, and also on the vents on the top of the engine are not there. These are just a few of the notable differences of this particular unit. And you can see here's the front of that engine. As you can see, it looks like your regular standard GP38-2. You've got your EMD standard cab. It's got the ditch lights on the front and the back because CSX mounted those on there. And you can see it. They've added a little yard light on top. And you can see the number boards on the engineer side have changed. And I will note that here with the arrowhead. And the original and one of the earlier EMD number boards are still there. This is the head-on shot. And you can think about the Durham and Southern bicentennials under that paint, as well as SCL paint and now CSX paint. So let me tell you something. If this locomotive could really talk, this locomotive tells a pretty cool story. And that's your regular standard GP38-2 you would see from like Conrail or Southern, N&W. Has the full-size fuel tank, the vent above the engine room, and also it has two intake valves on the side. And you can see there's a radiator fan on the center, whereas the Durham and Southern just have the two on the back. And I believe that's a K5LA R24 horn on the lead. So this engine's still roaming the rails, guys. It's only one of about a handful that actually served on the Durham and Southern, and they're unique because of the different modifications that it has and the stories these engines could tell if these locomotives could talk. So just wanted to go over that real quick. If you have not looked at the video of this engine that I do a spin around of the engine, please check it out. It's November along Tidewater Rails, I believe part 1. Actually, that video has not been released yet, but I would like to go ahead and just go over some of the differences and a little bit of history on this unique railroad. This is one of the catches I caught this month, and it will be featured in one of my next videos. So definitely be on the lookout for that. There is a Durham and Southern Railway group on Facebook. If you would like to learn a little bit more about the Durham and Southern, join that group because it's a unique railroad, guys, and nobody really talks about it. It's technically a short line railroad, but definitely a really cool catch here. So anyway, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just remember, smash the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell. You get all of the latest updates. There's a lot of new videos coming out real soon. Model train videos are coming out, as well as videos on the big trains. So we are going to have a rocking good time as we close out 2020. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys, and may God bless.